hardcore, sweat dripping down while I'm breaking through the locked door, pushing up the body weight, carrying the heavy freight. Every single muscle fiber snapping at the closing gate. Focus on the breathing rhythm, cutting through the silent room. Nothing but the parallel bars, pushing back the creeping gloom. I don't need a crowd to tell me what I gotta be today. I just need the gravity and friction standing in my way. Gotta keep the tension rising, never let the power fade. Building up an empire from the sacrifice I made. This is where the weakness dies, underneath the silent skies. Push the world away from me, building up my legacy. Standing tall and unashamed, through the fire and the pain. I will rise above the stone, fighting in the dark alone. Back into the trenches where the mind begins to hallucinate. Elevate the pressure while I dictate my own fucking fate. Veins are popping out my skin, a map of all the territory. Every drop of sweat is just another chapter in the story. Locking out the elbows, feeling every tendon pull and stretch. Living on the borderline of everything I'm gonna catch. Never gonna compromise a vision in my bleeding head. I will leave it all right here until the final tear is shed. Pushing past the breaking point and tearing up the scenery. I become the engine in the solitary machinery. This is where the weakness dies, underneath the silent skies. Push the world away from me, building up my legacy. Standing tall and unashamed, through the fire and the pain. I will rise above the stone, fighting in the dark alone. I don't need the savior, I just need the resistance. Closing up the gap and going the infinite distance. Pain is just a signal that I'm breaking the perimeter. I'm the only judging on my own solitary arbiter. Push, push, elevate the heavy grind. Leave the doubt and all the petty misery behind. One more repetition for the ghost of who I used to be. Burning out the oxygen and finding my true liberty. Floor is made of concrete, but my will is forged in titanium. Expanding every limit in the confines of my cranium. This is where the weakness dies, underneath the silent skies. Push the world away from me, building up my legacy. Standing tall and unashamed, through the fire and the pain. I will rise above the stone, fighting in the dark alone. Fighting in the dark alone. Yeah, yeah. Come on. Maximum load. Maximum load. Maximum load on the bar and I'm ready to destroy. I'm gonna take his weakness and I'm gonna deploy my discipline against the comfort till there's nothing left. I'm pulling iron off the floor until I'm out of breath. I keep on going, never stopping for the pain I feel. Each rep that breaks me down is how I make myself more real. I'm rewriting every code word by word and weight by weight. The system's overloaded, now I'm running at full freight. My muscles are screaming and the data overloads. I'm carrying the maximum, the heaviest of loads. At full capacity, I'm firing every single set. I've never gone this heavy and I'm nowhere near done yet. Maximum load, maximum power. This is the forge, this is the hour. Stack the plate angels. I'm locked in tight cause every rep's a move. Sequential, these reps are stacking up like that. I'm paying back to fate. My muscles tearing fiber, screaming this is where I'm great. I'm pushing past the point where other men would drop the weight. I grip it tight, ignite the fire through the mental gate. Each session I'm rewriting everything I thought I was. I'm breaking every ceiling that I built up just because. I'm not gonna stop when my body says it's over. Now I'm grinding through the threshold, making every ounce count. Somehow beyond the break is where my real transformation lives. It's everything I've got and what this iron altar gives. Beyond the break, I rise above the pain. Iron in my blood and fire in my veins. Every rep a promise that I made to go beyond. Breaking every limit, I was told that I belonged. Beyond the break, beyond the break. This is where the legends and the titans wake. The second set is heavier and I'm still pushing through. My sweat's a testament to pride. In everything I do, my muscles burn, and I'm gonna push through every lactic tide. Cause I was born to conquer this, and iron is my guide. I'm locked in focus, nothing's gonna penetrate the zone. I'm adding plates cause I'm carving my legacy in stone. I'm building up the version of myself rep after rep. No retreat, no mercy, nothing's left that can intercept. It's not a gift, cause straight this forwards to suffering and will. Each time the bar comes crashing down, I'm climbing higher still. I'm past the point of comfort into territory new. I'm breaking every boundary that I thought I always knew. Beyond the break, I rise above the pain. Iron in my blood and fire in my veins. Every rep a promise that I made to go beyond. Breaking every limit, I was told that I belonged. Beyond the break, beyond the break. This is where the legends and the titans wake. When your hands are shaking and the bar is crashing down. When your knees are buckling and there's no one else around. That's the sacred moment when the weak ones walk away. That's the exact moment when the iron gods will say, one more rep, one more breath, one more chance to break through fate. Push beyond the threshold. This is how the strong ones make. I've loaded every fiber, past the point of sanity. Cause this is where the champs get separated from the rest. I'm taking what the iron gives and giving it my best. I'm talking to my hands, my setting feet into the ground. There's nothing in this universe that's gonna take me down. I'm breaking every limit cause it's a covenant I keep. Each plateau is a promise that I'm destined now to leave. Beyond the break, I rise above the pain. Iron in my blood and fire in my veins. Every rep a promise that I made to go beyond. Breaking every limit, I was told that I belonged. Beyond the break, beyond the break. This is where the legends and the titans wake. Beyond the break, beyond the break. Yeah. I'm standing at the threshold where the ordinary fades. The iron tests the price and I'm prepared for what it takes. Each set's a ritual and every rep's a declaration. I won't stop at discomfort, gonna push through every station. The heavy bar is on my back and gravity pulls hard. But gravity has never faced a man who guards his charge. I'm here for the process, for the purpose, for the build. Through threshold rage, I'm all fired up with power to wield. It's pure unadulterated focus in the zone. Each pound up on the bar right now's a seed that I have sown. In soil of dedication that I water with my sweat. Threshold rage is everything I've got and I ain't done yet. Threshold rage, tearing through the limits now. Sweat and steel, this is my sacred vow. Cross the line that separates the weak from those who break. Every rep I take is for the champions I make. doesn't have a plan. It's the controlled ignition of a purpose-driven man. I'm channeling frustration and aged out into the lift. Each time the bar gets heavy, I'm gonna call that a gift. Cause heavy moments are the ones that always define the difference between who I was and who I'm gonna design. I'm pushing through the threshold even when the mind wants out. I'm past the burning, past the breakdown, leaving every doubt. Step by step, I'm breaking down each version of the old. I'm building it back up with iron, will, and heart of gold. Threshold rage is fuel, it ain't just chaos, it's my craft. Each rep I do right now connects me to the path I mapped. Threshold rage, tearing through the limits now. Sweat and steel, this is my sacred vow. Cross the line that separates the weak from those who break. Every rep I take is for the champions I make. Threshold rage, burning in my chest. Past the point of comfort, this is where I test. The threshold is the moment where the transformation starts, where ordinary people folding champions show their hearts. I was built for this, the bar was made for hands like mine, crossing every threshold until glory is divine. The final threshold, final crossing, and my declarations made. He said I've ever completed has been building up this blade. It's sharp and tempered, forging fire from 1,000 heavy sets. The person on the other side of this ain't got regrets, just calluses and knowledge of exactly what it takes. Threshold rage is the fuel that separates the great from fake. Threshold rage, tearing through the limits now. Sweat and steel, this is my sacred vow. Cross the line that separates the weak from those who break. Every rep I take is for the champions I make. Threshold rage, burning in my chest. Past the point of comfort, this is where I test. Threshold rage. Threshold rage. Cross the line. They put the ceiling out of what they thought that I could take. They looked me in the eye and said this far is all you'll make. But ceilings haven't been invented that my hands can't break through. Each limitation is an invitation to pursue the version of myself that lives above the limit line, where the oxygen gets thinner but the iron's still mine. No ceiling overhead, just open sky above my pool. My muscles loaded past the point of comfortable to fall, and then pass full into the realm where champions reside, where the body says it can and the mind says step aside. I'm gonna carry what they said was impossible today. No ceiling means I climb until there's nothing more to say. No ceiling, no ceiling, I break through every roof. No limit, no limit, and this iron is the proof. Hands on the bar and every rep is taking me above. No ceiling for the one who lives on discipline and love. No ceiling, no ceiling, watch me climb. No ceiling, it's the only place I chose to defy. I set the weight heavy and descend into the pit of work, where focus is the currency and every payment hurts. And the best of ways, this pain is telling me I'm gonna grow. With every heavy set, I'm expanding what I know about the architecture of a body built to will. Every rep I finish is a climb up higher still. No ceiling means the journey never ends, it only shifts. The ceiling that I shattered just becomes the floor that lifts me to the next challenge and the next weight and next wall. I'm gonna take the ceiling down and I will never stall. Full acceleration from the start until the final set. No ceiling for a man who hasn't reached his limit. No ceiling, no ceiling, I break through every roof. No limit, no limit, and the science is the proof. Hands on the bar and every rep is taking me above. No ceiling for the one who lives on discipline and love. No ceiling, no ceiling, watch me climb. No ceiling, it's the only place I chose to define. Every record set today becomes tomorrow's starting point. The ceiling that I broke through is a new floor to anoint. This is how the limitless are forged from limited. Commit to having no ceiling, this is where the strong are led. going up. No ceiling for the athlete who refuses to erupt into settling for comfort when the iron's falling above. And every rep I do is testament to love for the grind, for the process, for the person being made. No ceiling means I never stop. I never choose to fade. No ceiling, no ceiling. I break through every roof. No limit, no limit. And this iron is the proof. Hands on the bar and every rep is taking me above. Yeah. Obliterate the version standing here before the weights. Obliterate the comfort and the easy way that waits. Every single weakness gets demolished every set. I haven't found a rep that I couldn't handle yet. The bottom's loaded heavier than anything I own, but ownership is earned through the weight you carry home. Obliterate the ceiling, obliterate the floor, till there are no boundaries worth believing anymore. I'm staying fluid through the movement, fluid through the burn. Every heavy session's got a lesson I will learn, and then surpass and leave behind for heavier ahead. It ain't destruction, it's the art of being remade instead. Obliterate, obliterate. I tear it all apart. Every weakness in my body, every limit in my heart. I ain't crashing down and rising up with every breath. Obliterate the old me and become what comes next. Obliterate, obliterate. The bar is in my hands, nothing stands between me and the person that I am. Plate by plate, the load increases to the point of threat. To everything I thought I was before the iron set in my hands. The weight of my ambition, cold and real. Obliterate the hesitation, let me only feel the physics of the movement and the purpose of the rap. Every single inch of range is a promise that I kept to myself, to the process, to the daily discipline. Obliterate the noise, the doubt, the voice that says begin. To slow to settle, to accept a lesser version now. I won't accept that I'm gonna obliterate somehow. Every lie they told me about limits and my size. Obliterate the ceiling, watch it crumble from the eyes. Obliterate, obliterate. I tear it all apart. Every weakness in my body, every limit in my heart. I ain't crashing down and rising up with every breath. Obliterate the old me and become what comes next. Obliterate, obliterate. The bar is in my hands, nothing stands between me and the person that I am. Obliterate is not about the anger or the rage. It's about the turning of a weakness into stage for something stronger, something sharper, something more refined. Obliterate the older, let the champion be designed. And I feel it in the bones. Every muscle speaking in the only language known to those who push through to the end when everything's a stop. Obliterate is how I climb from every single drop. Back to the top, back to the bar, back to the iron ore. Obliterate the limit, cause this is only the start. Obliterate, obliterate. I tear it all apart. Every weakness in my body, every limit in my heart. I ain't crashing down and rising up with every breath. Obliterate the old me and become what comes next. Obliterate, single time I live. No favoritism, no nepotism, only truth exists. This bar don't care about my pedigree or where I came. It only cares about the effort and the game I claim. And then deliver through the movement, through the grind. Iron verdict is the fairest judge that you'll ever find. Every rep's my testimony, every set is evidence that I showed up and committed with the full intent to liberate intention of a man who understands that strength is built through iron falling into these hands. Iron verdict finds me guilty of the work that I've done, sentenced to a stronger body every single time I run into the gym. With purpose, with the weight upon the floor, iron verdict always gives me everything I came here for. Iron verdict, this is what the iron decides. Strength is earned, not given, and the iron never lies. Every rep I prove my case before the court of steel. Iron verdict is the only truth I know is real. Iron verdict, iron verdict. Hear the ruling now, I'm found worthy of the weights, and this is how. Prosecution says I can't cross this barrier today. Defense says watch me load the bar and blow those claims away. Iron verdict is the arbiter of what my body does under maximum conditions and the evidence. Because every time I put in work, the judgment comes back true. The one who commits to iron is always getting through. Thick distortion through the speakers in the stadium drums. Every heavy set I've been is something greater comes from the discipline of doing what the average refuses. Iron verdict is the judgment that the committee choose to seek out every day beneath the unforgiving weight. The iron always tells the truth, the iron's always straight. Iron verdict, this is what the iron decides. Strength is earned, not given, and the iron never lies. Every rep I prove my case before the court of steel. Iron verdict is the only truth I know is real. Iron verdict, iron verdict. Hear the ruling now, I'm found worthy of the weights, and this is how. Every time I think the iron might rule against my case, I commit to one more rep and I refuse to leave this place. The verdict always favors those who will not walk away. Iron verdict in my favor every single day. For the final set today, it's the heaviest the weight has ever been in every way. I present my evidence through the movement, strong and true. Iron verdict renders me exactly what I knew that I'd become when I committed to the daily grind. Iron verdict finds in favor of the focused mind. Iron verdict, this is what the iron decides. Strength is earned, not given, and the iron never lies. Every rep I prove my case before the court of steel. Iron verdict is the only truth I know is real. Iron verdict, iron verdict. Hear the ruling now, I'm found worthy of the weights, and this is how. Iron verdict ruled in my favor. Initiating surge protocol, the system is engaged. Every cell is firing, every muscle is enraged. With purpose, with the signal of the training coming hard. Surge protocol is active and my body's on guard. For everything the iron's gonna throw at me today, I'm fluid through the reps and through the process every way. The protocol demands complete commitment to the lift. No half measures, no excuses, only upward shift. Every plate that loads onto the bar becomes a code that I'm running through my system. Surge mode, full upload. My muscle firing, neurons screaming, signal set and clear. Surge protocol engaged and there's nothing left to fear. Surge protocol, initiate the power. Every set is circuit, every rep an hour of dedication built inside a single moment here. the system holds the line. Every repetition part of the intentional design. Surge protocol means nothing's gonna interrupt the flow. The movement and the music and the weight help me to know that I'm more than what I started as when I began. Surge protocol is building a completely different man who carries more and lifts more and refuses to plateau. The protocol demands that I continue letting go of every prior limit, every comfortable cap. Every rep I finish closes every backward gap between the person I imagined and the person here. Surge protocol engaged and every set is crystal clear. Surge protocol, initiate the power. Every set is circuit, every rep an hour of dedication built inside a single moment here. Surge protocol, the signal strong, the mission clear. Surge, surge, feel the power rising now. Surge, surge, protocol is how I break through and how. Protocol demands I push when everything says rest. Surge mode is the only mode when iron is the test. System running at capacity and pushing past the max. Surge protocol means never easy, never pulling back. Final circuit, final surge of the day. Surge protocol delivers everything I've gotta say. Through the weight, through the movement, through the discipline. Kept every protocol I followed, every promise I've kept. To the iron and the process and the person I became. Surge protocols, my identity. It's always been my inside a single moment here. Surge protocol, the signal strong, the mission clear. Surge, surge, feel the power rising now. Surge, surge, protocol is how I break through and how. Surge protocol, surge, surge, engage. Waiting to be free. Every single session is a primal force I feed. Roaring, unrelenting like the oldest driving man. To lift and carry heavy things and do it while I can. Push the weight past every boundary body ever knew. Primal force, don't negotiate it. Only powers through industrial and heavy like the machinery of war. Primal force has never had a ceiling to explore. It just climbs and tears and builds and rises every set. I'm fluid through the movement like a beast I won't forget. Only pure intention and the will to carry more. Primal force is ancient and it lives behind the door of discipline and dedication. Daily rep by rep, primal force is breathing with the cadence of each breath. Primal force, this is in my blood. Tearing through the iron like a primordial flood. Ancient tried to carry more than anyone before. Primal force is rising and it always wants more. Primal, primal, feel the force ignite. Primal force is burning through the dark into the light. I can feel it waking deeper now. Primal force emerging from the marrow of my vow. The training till the training is a language that I speak. Not the tongue of ordinary, not the dialect of weak, but the ancient heavy dialect of iron in the stone. Every single rep's a word the primal force has known. Since the first men carry mountains on their backs by will. Primal force connects me to that lineage and still drives me through the burning, through the breakdown and beyond. Primal force is the original and permanent bond between the human body and the gravity. It fights every rep I win against that gravity. Ignites something deeper, something older, something unreal. Primal force is everything this iron makes me feel. Primal force, this is in my blood. Tearing through the iron like a primordial flood. Ancient tried to carry more than anyone before. Primal force is rising and it always wants more. Primal, primal, feel the force ignite. Primal force is burning through the dark into the light. Primal ain't savage, it's of the outcome and the cure. For every modern weakness, every comfortable retreat, Primal Force demands I rise and never know defeat. Primal Force is here, every ancient instinct lined up strong and crystal clear, telling me to push, to lift, to carry and to rise. Primal Force is written deep inside the fire in my eyes, forged from every section, every plate and every set. Primal Force is all I am, and I know I ain't done yet. Primal Force, this is in my blood, tearing through the iron like a primordial flood. Ancient drive to carry more than anyone before. Primal Force is rising and it always wants more. Feel the force ignite. Primal Force is burning through the dark into the light. Primal Force. Primal Force. Ignite. Yeah. Preach, boy, preach, but I'm through. Heartbreak climbing as I grip the bar and take my stance. Every beat's a countdown to the moment of advance. Past the breach point where the limit thought it had a hold. Past the point of what I thought my body could withhold. Breach point is the moment when the ordinary stops, when the heart is pounding and the temperature just drops into ice cold. Focus into surgical intent. Every rep's a bullet and my body is the sand. Signal through the noise of doubt and hesitation gone. Breach point is the passage and I know I'm already on the other side of what I thought that I could ever do. Breach point opens up a different world and I push through. Breach point, I'm going through. Nothing in this universe will stop me coming to the other side of heavy, where the champions reside. Breach point is the moment, and I'm taking it in strong. Breach, feel the walls come down. Breach point is the moment I receive the iron crown. The EKG is screaming as I load another plate. Every heartbeat synchronized to something that is great, happening in real time as I push against the weight. Breach point is the threshold and you know I'm never late. Stadium drums inside my chest are pounding out the beat. Every rep I finish is a breach point, I repeat, cause the limit shifts each time I push it farther back. Breach point moves with me, I stay on the relentless track. Passing fluid through the movement, through the grinding zone. Every single breach point that I pass makes me more my own champion of my own limitations every day. Breach point is the target and I never look away. Breach point, I'm going through. Nothing in this universe will stop me coming to the other side of heavy, where the champions reside. Breach point is the moment, and I'm taking it in strong. Breach, feel the walls come down. Breach point is the moment I receive the iron crown. Every breach point I pass is built a new floor here, new ground to stand on, new height to make clear that the limit is a moving target and I set the pace. Breach point after breach point and I own this space. Final breach of this session and I feel the stakes are high. EKG accelerating as I look the bar in eye. One last passage through the limit, one last water break, one last breach point standing between me and what I make of this body, of this session, of this iron day. Breach point is the gateway, and I know I found the way. Breach point, I'm going through. Nothing in this universe will stop me coming to the other side of heavy, where the champions reside. Breach point is the moment, and I'm taking it in strong. Breach, feel the walls come down. Breach through. Overload state is the only state that matters here. Every sense dialed in and every distraction disappears. Bar loaded past the comfortable past, the safe and known. Overload state is the fertile soil where champions are grown. System pushed beyond the baseline past the standard weight. Every single fiber in my body's in overload state. This is where adaptation lives, this is where I change. Every set in overload is expanding my full range of what I thought was possible, of what I thought I could carry through this body that I built from the neighborhood of ordinary into something extraordinary here. Overload state activated and the path is clear. Overload state, every system firing now. Iron in my hands and I'm making this my vow. Push beyond the baseline into uncharted terrain. Overload state means I'll never be the same. Overload, overload, feel the systems rise. Overload state is where the champion inside survives. Second setting overload is deeper than before. Every cell responding to the signal, wanting more. Adaptation kicking in the biology of will. Overload state means the body's gotta build until it can handle what today felt like impossible to bear. Overload state builds the strength to meet me anywhere, any weight, any challenge, any obstacle ahead. Overload state is the language of the iron and the thread that connects my current limitations to my future form. Every overload state session is a gathering storm of raw capability forged through suffering and sweat. Overload state is the promise that I haven't peaked yet. Overload state, every system firing now. Iron in my hands and I'm making this my vow. Push beyond the baseline into uncharted terrain. Overload state means I'll never be the same. Overload, overload, feel the systems rise. Overload state is where the champion inside survives. Overload is not the enemy, it's the architect of every ounce of strength and every sinew I've wrecked and rebuild and strengthen and deployed back to the bar. Overload state shows me exactly who I are. Final overload of the session, final test of will. Every system maxed out and I'm pushing further still. Cinematic moment where the story reaches peak. Overload state is the language that the iron speaks. To those who listen, to those who choose to hear the call. And overload state is the mightiest state of all. Overload state, every system firing now. Iron in my hands and I'm making this my vow. Push beyond the baseline into uncharted terrain. Overload state means I'll never be the same. Overload, overload, feel the systems rise. Overload state is where the champion inside survives. Overload state. Overload state. Overload state. Systems engaged.